Ever since the emergence of international climate policy in the early 1990s, developing countries have been expecting funding for mitigation and adaptation from industrialized countries. They rightly say that their responsibility for global warming is limited, while they are already suffering from its impacts. The Global Environment Facility paved the way in the early 1990s, followed by a flurry of multilateral funds like the Adaptation Fund in the early 2000s. In the run-up to the Copenhagen conference in 2009, the term climate finance was coined for financial flows from the north to the south. The conference ended with industrialized countries pledging $100 billion for the year 2020. A green climate fund would be set up to channel most of this funding. International climate finance has been the elephant in the room of international climate negotiations ever since Copenhagen. The magic number of $100 billion has been the background of the negotiations. The Green Climate Fund and other climate finance vehicles have now operated for years, some even for several decades. More and more lessons now become clearly visible. Despite the relevance of this topic, there is no book available that covers all key aspects of international climate finance. The available grey literature does not satisfy the needs. Ever since 2015, I thought of bringing together practitioners, researchers, and climate negotiators to elucidate the many facets of international climate finance. I am really proud that we were able to bring together a first-class team of authors to provide insights from all angles, donors and recipients, political scientists and economists. The book provides a unique combination of perspectives of researchers and practitioners.
The handbook is divided into 4 sections. In the first section, readers will learn about the basic concepts and challenges surrounding international climate finance. The corresponding chapters do not only discuss different definitions of and perspectives on international climate finance, but also explain major issues such as accounting for and reporting international climate finance, also in relation to official development assistance, as well as monitoring its effectiveness. The second section of the handbook presents key lessons from international climate finance to date. Authors discuss the key principles that define who should provide how much climate finance, as well as lessons from fast start finance. Finally, the second section covers the experiences of recipient countries, with one chapter assessing the Rwandan approach to maximize benefits from international climate finance. The third part of the handbook draws special attention to contributions to and allocation of international climate finance. Readers will learn more about the role of multilateral development banks, challenges related to the mobilization of finance for forest conservation and restoration, as well as experiences made by Switzerland regarding appropriate climate finance delivery channels. Authors also cover the concept of enhanced direct access and discuss the role of market mechanisms in international climate finance. In its final section, the handbook provides perspectives for the future of international climate finance. Authors examine critical issues such as ownership and accountability, the role of multinational corporations, as well as the mobilization of climate finance for adaptation through the adaptation benefit mechanism.
At a time where long-term climate finance is a crucial topic of negotiations, we want to shed light on critical topics and enable a common understanding of what works and what does not. The climate crisis is becoming more and more visible in everyday life. Summers are scorching. Droughts become more severe. Heavy rainfall events are on the rise. I hope that the Handbook of International Climate Finance will contribute to resolving the crisis before it is disrupting the lives of everyone on the planet. I'm looking forward to you become readers of the Handbook and hope that it will fulfill your expectations.